YouTube, what the Goblin Chariot dump is going on? HeirofCarthage here. And yes, I'm back with some greenskins. They are green, mean, and ready to go to war here. Let's check out the Goblin army real quick before we get started. There's going to be some Night Goblin fanatics up front, and their leader is going to be over here. It's going to be Grimgor Ironhide. Now that's risky. Hopefully we'll see some good use out of Grimgor. I haven't seen it yet with them. There's going to be some Gobbos and a Night Gobbo Shaman over here. There are so many chariots. Goblin Wolf Chariots, Orc Boar Chariots. There are tons of chariots in this army. That's going to be very interesting to see. Rusty Heirs, Night Goblin Archers, even more chariots on this flank, and more goblins. So the Dwarves are about to get an absolute chariot fair all over their face. There's 4 miners up front, or sorry, 3, one of which is the Ekron miners. Got Grombrindle, the White Dwarf, Dragonback Slayers, Rangers with great weapons, more Slayers. And then the main line here, Longbeards and Norgrimling's Ironbreakers. The Ironbreaker is definitely an interesting choice, and they're going to have the Goblobber. And Goblobber would normally be good against, you know, quite a bit of infantry, but this Gobbo army is spread out wide. Oh, wow, look. Actually hit that chariot. The Goblobber does tremendous leadership damage. Uthar's Raiders and a Thunder. The Thunder is going to be hard-pressed to do much in this terrain. The Dwarf player probably should have looked at the map and considered not bringing the Thunders in this kind of terrain. It's tremendously risky. All right, here comes some Wolf Chariots, and they spot the Ulthar's Raiders. They're going to actually get hit by the mark by Ulthar. That's actually kind of good if it saves the Boar Chariots from it. The Slayers are, Giant Slayers are attempting to get in there. There are so many chariots. It's going to be hard for the Greenskin player to micro all this. There's a Runesmith there. If they have, yeah, they have Wrath and Ruin, which can also slow down chariots. And then Grombrindle has the Flash Bomb, which can slow down chariots as well. But, I mean, this is just going to be an all-out chariot assault. The Greenskin infantry is attempting to get here. 1 Wolf Chariot's routed. That's not terribly surprising. Wolf Chariots aren't super strong. Just look at the Boar Chariots now coming in. They are going to have to avoid the Slayers. They got some damage done versus the Raiders. So many chariots. So this is going to pull the Slayers out all over the place. Let's see, Grombrindle engages over here. Let's see whether or not the Greenskins are effectively able to kind of micro their chariots to victory. The Dragonback Slayers are the focus for the Archers. That's actually a really good choice for the Greenskins. Grimgor is now going to engage some miners. And let's see if the chariots come around for another one. Here comes the Wah. That's actually going to help the chariots a lot. Charge speed. Ooh, Ulthar's Raiders getting a hold of that Boar Chariot. It has got to be hard to micro this many chariots, but the Dwarves already showing some pretty significant damage. The Dragonback Slayers have taken a savaging. These Goblin Wolf Chariots better get out of dodge here, though. And then Grimgor being caught up on miners is probably a waste of time. Ooh, look at that. Curse of the Bad Moon. Don't see that very often. I'm not sure it's going to actually get a hold of the Dwarves here. It was definitely some, well, I don't know. Looks like it was doing some damage. Let's see, where's that Shaman at? It only shows 1 kill. Alright, so now it looks like the Norgrimling's Ironbreakers are going to take some fire from the Archers. And the Chariots are taking a lot of damage. But they've also caused a lot of damage. It may not show a ton of kills on them, but if you look at the health bars on all these Dwarf units, they've taken tremendous damage. Grimgor's still very much alive, and the Dwarf army is in a lot of pain right now. And there's still a Boar Chariot very much alive over here, a Goblin Chariot there. This one will come back from routing, probably. Got a Boar Chariot here with 38 kills. These Dragonback Slayers are going to take a lot of damage on the charge. Probably a Wrath and Ruin. Nope, marked by Ulthar. So the Dwarves trying hard to get rid of those chariots. Grimgor onto the infantry now, and the Runesmiths trying to get these Goblin Archers. That's not going to happen. Slayers maybe. Slayers maybe, but not in the other units. And these Gobbo Archers doing some really nice damage here and dropping the armor of these Norgrimling Ironbreakers, which is going to be a very important key to potentially defeating them. There's the Wrath and Ruin. It's going to slow them down. Ooh, look at the Fanatics getting nice shots there. So a very expensive Norgrimling's Ironbreakers taking a lot of damage. It's all this crazy combo here. Yeah, look at the archers here, just pouring it on thick. There's another Curse in the Bad Moon. It's not going to do a lot of damage. It's hard to get that spell to do much outside of a giant blob. Those Iron Breakers, though, they are feeling it. They are feeling it. There's quite a few chariots left. The Thunders and the Raiders desperately trying to stop the chariots, but the chariots get into them. This is like this almost reminds me of a Rome 1 army with the Britons, when they'd have all the head hurlers and chariots and stuff. Are the Greenskins the Iceni of the Warhammer world? I think they are. What an army. What an army. Look at it, too. The chariots just racking it up. Not many kills early, but those chariots are doing some damage now. And the Runesmith here is getting absolutely KO'd. I guess Grimgore could make sense versus the Dwarves. I still could see him on like a really open flat map getting owned by gyrocopters or artillery or other stuff like that. But outside of that, like in this case, he's going to be decent. He's going to be decent. Grombrindle's been chasing different units, and I mean, out on his own, he's just not going to be able to be effective. Look at that, the Dwarf army just picked apart. Norgrimling's Iron Breakers. They did get 100 kills, but I mean, that's goblin kills. That's not very great for a unit like the Iron Breakers there. Yeah, Grimgore's taking a little damage, but he's tanking this fight out over here. Shouldn't be any problem to KO or Runesmith. Look at all the chariots back here too. Getting the routed units, getting dwarf units to rout can be challenging, and having the chariots there to run them down actually gonna be a big deal. And these archers just really adding up some nice damage over time. Nicely done. This Rusty Airs is almost out of ammo anyway. It got hit with the flash bomb, so that's actually not going to be a huge deal for the Greenskins here. And that's going to leave Grombrindle all by his lonesome pretty much. There's a little bit of cleanup work out here for the Dwarves to do. A few miners, but they're going to admit defeat. Look at that. Chariot army. Poor Dwarves. I both don't feel sorry for them and do feel sorry for them in the sense that there's nothing they can do sometimes against these chariots. And that was just an obscene number of chariots, which is kind of a good idea because Greenskins don't really have like real heavy chariots. But hey, you can make up for it with numbers. That's what Greenskins do. And then all those goblin archers, and then just a few token goblin infantry, and Grimgore. Definitely an interesting army. I hope you all enjoyed that one. I actually pretty thoroughly enjoyed this one. That was different, and I love seeing stuff like that. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe, click that bell, hit the like button, and I will see you back on some new content soon.